Morning, everybody. So I'm really excited to do this video. First of all, I want to show you these really super cute sandals. This is really funny that I'm showing you this, but these are vegan and there's no leather in them, and they're from the brand Sanuk. So I totally saw a video by Banana Blondie the other day talking about like her vegan shoes, and it just really inspired me to get vegan shoes. And not all of my shoes are vegan, but these are, and they're just really cute, and they come in a million different colors. Let me show you. And they're not even that expensive. So just really like these. Anyway, back to what the video is about. So I am going to give you updated iridology pictures of my eyes, and I did a video on this like 2 months ago, I want to say, and so I'm just doing updated ones. So at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you my updated pictures and do a voiceover kind of talking about it. And then day before yesterday, I had a Facebook friend message me. Her name is Christine. Hi, Christine. And she wanted me to read her right eye because she knows that I'm into iridology. And I think I found her through Dr. Morse's Facebook page, and then she added me to a page about chemtrails because I'm super aware about chemtrails. Unfortunately, sometimes ignorance is bliss. Sometimes I wish I didn't know about chemtrails, but anyway, I digress. So I asked her permission, and I'm going to insert her picture at the end of, maybe at the end of my iridology pictures, then I'm going to do a voiceover kind of analyzing her eye. And yeah, that'll be fun. Unless she gives me an updated picture. The one that I'm putting in here is from her phone, and it's kind of blurry and out of focus, so it's not the greatest, but I'm going to do what I can with it. But the point of this video, other than those two things, is I want you guys to send me your iridology pictures. So if I can get enough, I'm going to do a whole video, maybe doing 3 eyes at a time and analyzing them. So how fun would that be? I mean, it would just be really fun for me. So, you know, especially if you're someone who's struggling with your health, or, you know, if anything's going on, send me your pictures via YouTube message, I guess. I guess you can send pictures via that. But if that doesn't work, find me on Instagram and you can send picture messages on there, and hopefully I can do it that way. If not, I do have a business email for this YouTube, and then we can use that. But yeah, so if I can get, you know, at least 3, I can do a video on that. But if I get more, then I can maybe make this a whole series. I can just do those videos over and over, because you guys, we've got to get the iridology message out there. It's a non-invasive way to see what's going on in that body of yours. And yeah, and whenever you see my eye pictures, you will see that I am definitely not perfect. I have flaws in my body, and they show in the eyes, okay? But I'm doing the best I can for the most part. I mean, I could do some intense deep cleansing if I wanted to, but I might do more of that in the summer. But yeah, I'm doing the best I can. I'm eating raw foods, and yeah, enough blabbing from me. Here's the iridology stuff. Alright, you guys, so these are my eyes. They are obviously green, but they're definitely naturally blue. And take a look at this picture in particular. Look how there's so much lymph on the left side and the top, but the bottom right side, there's a lot more blue. That just totally fascinates me, because it really shows me that maybe in some portions of my body, the lymph is moving out, but I still have a lot of lymph left to go in my body, as you can see. I really think that I have 2 major issues in my body. Number 1 is my adrenal glands, and you can see it here. I do have pretty significant nerve rings, and I really don't like that. And the second issue that I really focus on is my bowels, my GI tract. You can see that ring around my colon is pretty brown, and it has gotten a lot better since raw foods. I mean, I always show before and after pictures of my eyes since going raw, but you know, it's still there, and I know that that's just a very significant weakness, is my GI tract and my adrenals. Now this is my other eye, my right eye, I believe, and you can see that, you know, this shows my constitution. I think that I have a pretty strong constitution, maybe medium, so it's not like that I have some of the craziest eyes I've ever seen, But I do have weaknesses, but you know, you just have to go with it. That's why you have iridology though, is you can see what's going on. And like, I know my GI tract is weak. I know I have adrenal and kidney issues. So, you know, it like reinforces my love for raw foods because they're just so healing, and that is what's going to help it. So those are my eyes, you guys. I don't really see that much of a significant change, but I just wanted to show you those pictures, and now we're on to Christine's picture. Okay, so as you can see, Christine clearly has true blue eyes, and there's a couple things that I saw when I first looked at this eye. The first one is that there's clearly a lot of lymph in her body, trapped lymph. That's all that white in the eye. And the other thing that I, first noticed is that it looks like she has a drug spot or a sulfur spot on her kidney. Okay, so since this is her right eye, that's going to correlate with her right kidney. And she also just has significant kidney weakness. But that's not surprising because, 99.9% of the people right now are going to have kidney weaknesses just due to genetics and just horrible ways of eating that have passed down through generations, okay? She also has an adrenal weakness, which is not surprising either. I don't see nerve rings, though, in her eye. Granted, this is a pretty bad picture. I mean, it's kind of blurry. There's some glare in there. So maybe she does have nerve rings. I don't know, but I don't see any in these photos. So this is another photo of them. So I also see a vaginal weakness and a spot on her groin. You can see that she has a lymphatic rosary, and those are just the lymph nodes all throughout the body that are clogged up. And, that's easy to get rid of with raw foods, detoxifying, and eating foods and drinking things that are going to clear that lymph out of the body. But first, you got to get the kidneys filtering. But anyway, so another major thing that I noticed in her eyes, she has a significant lung weakness. Now, I don't know if you smoked, Christine, or anything like that, or if this is just a genetic weakness. Or if you've had a lot of dairy throughout your lives to create all this lymph and to, maybe it's just trapped in your lungs, okay? But I see a major lung weakness. There's also a lot of lymph in the stomach and the colon. So some people have brown around the pupil of the eye and the stomach and colon, and some people have white. Now, I don't really think this is an underacid stomach, but sometimes if you have white around the pupil, you have an underacid stomach. I don't think that's what's going on here. I think that it's just trapped lymph. I could be wrong. I'm definitely not an expert iridologist, but I don't know, that's kind of my opinion. But, there's also a strong skin ring here, and lots of people have these. I have one, and, that's just indicative of kidney and thyroid weakness, and it's also indicative that there's trouble eliminating through the skin, and there's probably trapped toxins underneath the skin. And for that, I would recommend dry skin brushing. And I would really recommend going to the sauna, because ever since I started going to the sauna, I started really, sweating more than I normally do, which is hard to do already if you have, a down thyroid. And it just helps you really eliminate through the skin that you wouldn't really otherwise. I mean, you eliminate so much more going to the sauna than you do exercising. So really recommend that. And of course, just, a clean raw food diet. I also see a spot on the medulla and the cerebellum. I see a spot on the tonsils, so I'm wondering, do you still have your tonsils, or do you just have a tonsil weakness? I see a heart weakness, and then I see a lot of lymph in the breast area, so gotta think about that and look at that. But yeah, this is just a short little analysis, so I hope that you enjoyed it. You guys feel free to send me your eye pictures. I would love to analyze them through YouTube message or Instagram message, and yeah, I will do a video on that soon.